Elle Diablo Show. Elle Diablo. Welcome back to the Elle Diablo Show, where you get all the hard-hitting news of everything that doesn't matter urgently. My name's Ella Orlando. Welcome back. Oh my God, you guys, what a week. Don't you feel like if Hitler is, if there's an afterlife and, you know, Hitler's in hell, don't you think he's like seeing everything that's happening right now and is like, I told you guys. Trump was really broken up about the Charlie Kirk assassination, and you could tell because he couldn't stop golfing. Nothing says distraught like playing a game outside in the sun. I do think if Ivanka Trump was murdered, I think he would actually be sad that his only hot one died. Well, you guys, what a fucking week, eh? That was fun. Something that I wanted to talk to you about. I do want to know the difference between a murderer and an assassin, though, for real. All assassins are murderers, but not all murderers are assassins. We love a riddle. Okay. Let's think about this one. All assassins are murderers, but not all murders are assassins. Okay. So, key differences. Target. Assassination involves a well-known or prominent figure, such as a politician or a celebrity or a guy who loves guns. Murder can be any person. Oh, okay. The problem I've had with this podcast is you guys don't know how far I can go. And then at some point, there's no going back. And then I'll only have this podcast. You know, I can get so dark, and I actually don't like that about myself. I wish I could stay in the light. I wish I could be like a Nate Bargatze and just joke about like air, you know, like I love him and I think he's so funny, but like, I don't know how to make, like, I just know how to make jokes that are just so unacceptable. And others, I'm working on it, but if I'm being honest, Elle Diablo is my truest form. Assassinate. Who was the last person to get assassinated before Charlie Kirk in the United States of America? There's not a list. Oh, there's a list. President. Oh, wow. I guess it's all presidents and Charlie Kirk.
I don't know if you remember like Gabby Gifford. She was like, I think she was a Texas politician.
Really?
She didn't die, but she got shot.
What was she into? Was she like, I mean, she had to be Republican. No? What was she saying? You're going to give us a former Democratic U.S. representative from Arizona, an outspoken, gun violence prevention advocate. Okay, well, so pick a side. Do you want them to like guns or do you not? And a survivor of an assassination attempt. She resigned from Congress in 2012 to focus on her recovery from a severe brain injury that has since co-funded the gun safety. Okay, so it was an assassination attempt. That's so crazy. My question is like, why would they want Charlie Kirk dead if he's saying the opposite thing? It's probably not about what he was saying. Maybe he said something else. Was he critical of Israel? You can't do that. No, he wasn't.
No, I think he actually, like, at least like recently was like pretty supportive of all the Israeli stuff.
Whoa. Then what's the deal? And then, man, there has to be a secret that we don't know, which is why the government's trying to say like, oh, it was a liberal. All signs point to liberal. All signs can never point to the most obvious scapegoat. You know, that's not the guy. Sometimes it's the guy, but not when like there's a whole government being like, see, look, it's definitely this guy. It's got to be someone else. What are we looking for? I like totally forgot.
So these are the last successful assassinations in the U.S.
Yikes. Okay, wait, this is interesting. Can you go down to the bottom? Or is this the most recent? Okay. So September 10th. Okay, Charlie Kirk, right? We know that one. Then it goes June. Oh, no, it's okay. Then it goes June 14th of this year. Melissa Hortman, Speaker of the Minnesota House of Representatives. Yeah. What? Hortman and her husband were shot and killed at their home by a gunman impersonating a police officer. Ooh, that's so purge coded. Jesus. Okay. April 3rd of this year. Jeez. Arul Karasala, religious leader, shot multiple times outside his home in Seneca, Kansas. Ooh, this dyslexia is turned on today. December 4th of 2024. Wow, this happens a lot. Brian Thompson, businessman, NC. Okay, yeah. And that was our boy Luigi. I mean, what are you gonna do? That wasn't an assassination. That was more of it was more of a performance piece. Okay. June 12 of 23 of last year. Julio Fulio. Jesus Christ. No. That is so... You can't murder someone named Julio Fulio? And he was a rapper? No. Imagine, like, that's just such a bit. We gotta kill Julio Fulio. He's doing all that Dulio. I don't know what. Okay, assassins. Sean Gathright, Isaiah, Alicia, Rashad. It sounds like his friends. Fatally shot by rival gang members, okay, on a parking lot in Tampa, Florida. Tell me I'm wrong. Maybe not his best friends, but that was a part of his community. Let's keep going. 26th of February 2022. Ooh, there was 2022, 2024. There was a gap year. What was going on? People were not getting assassined. Maybe they were like in between assassins. They're like one quit or something. Okay, let's see. January 26th. Snooty Wild, rapper again. How does it count if a rapper gets assassinated? Ivory Duke Williams found in a ditch with gunshots. I don't think so. It counts as an assassination if it's gang related too.
Yeah, there's a lot of rappers on this list.
Okay, so this list is mostly rappers.
In like most recent times, yeah.
Okay. Well, we can head on to our next subject. So we don't just make everyone super sad. Ow, my thumb. Jesus Christ. Don't trust a mandolin, not with your life. This just in. Can guys kick out a girl after they have sex with them in their home? Like a girl's over and she has sex with you, and then you're like, I want to make sure I have a good night's sleep, so I'm going to kick her out after she just had sex with me. I'll give you a second for the right answer. The answer's no. The answer's maybe. No, the answer's no. You can't do it. That's insane. If you're going to have sex, you have to let them sleep over. If you don't want the sleeping part, you have to hook up at their house because You're not allowed to push someone away, but you are allowed to leave at any moment. Oh my God, I forgot to tell you guys about, so when I was coming back from LA, I had to do a layover in Minneapolis. And I'm just like, I'm not really thinking anything of it. I get to my gate and I'm like looking at the water bottles. Like there's like a water stand right in front of my gate. And these water bottles are like 8 times the size of normal water bottles. And I was like, and then it all came back rushing back to me. And I was like, oh my God, I forgot how fat this place is. Even their waters are huge. And then you're thinking, oh, that's mean. And then someone came on the intercom and was like, okay, we have to rearrange everyone's seats on the plane. The plane is currently too top heavy. So you're going to get a new seat. And that's going to be your seat. Which was just confirming that there's way too many fat people on this flight and they need to, it's so funny. It's funny to me. I'm sorry. Don't hate me if you're fat. I'm just, I did look at the demographics of Elle Diablo and it's most of it's United States. And then the second most of it is in New Zealand. New Zealand. That is such an interesting fact, New Zealand. Everyone down there is listening to my podcast. It's like everyone on the like exact opposite. Imagine having like the biggest fan base on the exact opposite side of the world. You're like, I am not killing it here, but in New Zealand, I'm kind of the best podcaster in New Zealand. That's kind of fun. I want to go to New Zealand. It feels like it would be like Avatar. New Zealand. And we talk like this. Well, that's a bit British, but no, wait, I can get into my New Zealand accent. Okay, I'll do the next one in my New Zealand accent. Famous assassinations who, this just in. Why is working out so hard? I can't go. Once I go, I can do it. But once I can't do it. Like I can do it when I'm there, but then getting there is like the hardest part. Why? I can't. I've been trying to work out for 2 days now. If I can't work out, it really like fucks me up mentally. I'm like trapped in my own brain or something. And whenever I work, I always think it's like a waste of time. And then whenever I'm there, I always write so much. I'm being such a little pussy bitch, dude. Just being a pussy bitch, making all these excuses. I was thinking about this. You know how like everyone thinks like families are like the most wholesome thing you can do, kind of like your life's purpose in a way. I think families are actually so fucked up. Like they are the first group of people that teaches you what hate is and what torture is. All of our trauma comes from families, and you have done shit in your family that you will never do outside of your family. And it is like absurd, crazy, like I ate my brother's shit one time, I didn't, but I'm just saying like examples, an example from my house would be my brother set our toaster on fire and then I got in trouble for it. What? And then my dad was like chasing us around the neighborhood, trying to kill us because my brother set a toaster on fire. Why did he do that? Autism. But, we didn't do autism back then. We were just like, we don't understand why you set everything on fire. And one time my brother, I was like really sick. And then he said he had medicine for me and he was feeding me rubbing alcohol all night. And I almost died. He almost murdered me. I had rubbing alcohol poisoning. And my parents I was in the hospital for 3 days. And that's not the only time my brothers almost killed me. So families are not this wholesome. And then it's like, families are kind of like the worst, not everyone's family, but like the worst as you're a kid and your parents are so mean to you and they're fucking dicks. And then when you grow up, they're like, hey, we're best friends, right? And you're like, what? You're my captor, dude. I've been your slave for the past 18 years. You have literally whipped my ass my whole life for doing nothing. And now we're supposed to be best friends. Being friends with your parents as an adult is so Stockholm syndrome. It's so Stockholm syndrome. And then they never admit, hey, sorry, we were fucking psychopaths. They're like, oh, we did the best with what we could. I don't think so. I think you could have really done the math of like, hey, kids don't like to be screamed at because they don't understand math, like I don't know. I think our parents, yes, our parents were probably raised even worse, and beatings and things is fine. But then still, I think our parents were just so pissed they had a shitty childhood that then they took it out on us. And then by the time we're adults, they're like, man, I'm glad I got that off my chest. Now I'm calm. Oh, okay. Well, I'm traumatized forever. But I did come to epiphanies this week, which was very enlightening. I have been doing, it's bad when I really get into mental health. I've been doing Kundalini yoga every morning. It's like, you Google it. It's like breath work stuff to manifest my world domination. Kundalini yoga. And I asked Chat, I did something kind of crazy, but I do use ChatGPT as like, not my therapist, but like my mental consultant, because I've been using it for enough time where, Kundalini yoga is just like a form of yoga that focuses on the awakening of the inner soul, basically. Yeah, it's good stuff. As you can see, I have been noticing synchronicities since I started doing it. Yeah. Yep. These are all the things. You have the mandala, the shwandala, the mandala, the anala, the anja, the vishwadara, the shararatata. Yes. It's good stuff. It makes me feel so zen and peaceful. And then I look at my phone and I think, ooh, Instagram. And then I go on Instagram and immediately just feels so bad. And like it gives me this anxiety where I'm like pulling and trying to force outcomes. And something I learned also, I've been listening to a lot of Joe Dispenza. You can never attract something in your life that you are desperate to control. Pretty good. That's Joe Dispenza. And I think about that all the time because all I want is total control. And it's so hard to just let go of everything. But and even so, I asked ChatGPT to analyze I told it to analyze like all my like thoughts, or analyze my personality, and then tell me like where there are holes. Like what, like I can't remember exactly what I said, but it was really good. I basically told ChatGPT to tell me like all my problems. Like what is my core issue beneath all the layers? Because when you have problems, you're like, oh, I'm broke. Oh, I'm lazy. Oh, I'm this and that and that. but I wanted to know like the centermost fucking nugget of where everything stems from. And this is what I came up with. You feel, this is a part of another part, but you feel safer chasing something that doesn't want you because then you don't have to sit with being seen. Yeah. Yeah. And that applies to everything in my life. It applies to men, and it also applies to even comedy. Because with comedy and, stand up, the whole purpose is to like literally, and it's horrifying to like rip your personality, or not rip your personality, rip the layers of like walls that protect your like inner truest most personality and just like shut them all off, and then go in front of a crowd and be completely like uncontrollably yourself. And that's so like, if any normal person is like really thinks about what that entails, you think that's what I would never do that. Like I would feel so cringe. I would feel so stupid, wrong, not funny, blah, blah, blah. Like the list goes on. But yeah, in the bigger sense, it said, oh shit. In the bigger sense, it said, the fear of exposure means that attention does come with, followers, fans, things. And when it comes, you recoil, and that's why you feel safer chasing what doesn't want you, because then, by doesn't want you, you can apply that to like procrastinating, Instagram, anything that you use to distract yourself. Because then if I distract myself, I have a reason behind, I'm not here yet, or I'm not here in my career, I'm not doing this because I'm just lazy, I like the zins, I do this, I drink, blah, blah, blah. It's all excuses. It's not that you don't want success, is that success forces visibility, which feels threatening. Oh yeah, it does. And I also was thinking about this is at least every girl's experience. I don't know, guys' experience. Like I get over guys by a new guy. And it's not about like sleeping around. It's like I'll find one guy and then that will end. And then I'll fill that like embarrassment hole of rejection with another guy. And then I'm like, oh, I'm over the first guy. Great. And then this guy doesn't end because, again, I'm only chasing people who don't want me. And then I refill the hole. And instead of, I'm just like trying to fill this hole with men. I'm trying to fill my hole with men. And this isn't a hole that can be filled with a man. It's not a vagina, It's actually my spirit. And it's not down here. It's up here in between my boobs. And so, and unless I'm able to, fill that hole myself, I will forever be stuck in this cycle of, trying to replace one with another, never ending hell. But that's what we're working on. So I don't know if that all bit was necessarily funny, but it's something that's been on my mind, and maybe you would learn a thing or two. I don't know, guys. This just in. I have nothing more. Oh, this just in. I started smoking weed again. I know I don't smoke weed, and I don't smoke weed, but the other day I was like, what if I just smoked a little weed? And then the place that's right down, like downstairs, they had a really good weed they had a good joint that I liked. And I was like, why don't I just get it again? And honestly, I'm having and this is my problem. I just I delve into the extremes. I'm either 100% in, 100% doing Adderall and smoking weed all day, or I'm working out and I'm sober, and there's no balance. We need to work on balance. But But yeah, I smoked weed. Oops. My memory immediately goes away. But I don't know. Sometimes you need something to loosen you, especially after the week we had. I mean, Jesus Christ, the news didn't stop coming. Now there's two 9/11s, which is like sucks. Imagine all that happened and now we have two 9/11s and we'll never be able to forget any of it. Eventually, all of September is going to be a 9/11 and it's going to be too many things to remember. We're going to have to forget some of them. We're just going to have to. We can't. It's too much. And we can't. It's too much on like the human spirit. There was some fact or something that the average person today ingests more news than anyone did like 100 years ago, 20 years in their life. Like we are just constantly, and I don't even look at the news, but last night the news said, "You up? I'm coming over." The news came to me and I was like, I couldn't sleep. And that shit should affect you because it's scary. And and that girl that got fucking stabbed on the bus. God, I was pissed. And honestly, I saw the video and I'm like, wait, it seems like she's okay. Are we sure she's not okay? She seemed okay. I mean, she seemed like she was like shocked, but she didn't seem like, I guess I don't really know what to expect when someone's getting stabbed. But yeah, that was not great. And the whole I feel like when shit's really hitting the fan in the news, I would love for these big social media companies to just turn off comments like app wide, because we really don't need all the commentary and your like personal beliefs. It's like, yeah, when people are dying, it's just, it's not good. Let's just get the news. Do we have to comment? Do we need our opinion? Do we need our take? Like, I mean, it's just so, and that's the other part. And I think I've talked about this, maybe on the last podcast. Oops. But that, we're receiving too many actual facts of news. Like before, the government used to, and the news media companies could just lie to us. And that was so nice. We thought we were the best country. We thought everything was on lock. We thought aliens don't exist. We got nothing to worry about. And now we know everything. Not everything, but we know a lot. And we said that we wanted to know a lot. And now it feels too much. And now I kind of want to go back to the time where we believe that George Bush didn't do 9/11. I want to go back. I just want to, ignorance is bliss to me. Some people really want the truth no matter how bad it is. I do not. I want to be lied to. I want sweet nothings whispered in my ear. Charlie's actually going to be okay, that he missed it. They missed him, or the holes are filled. It's fine. I don't know. Sorry, guys. Trump's really upset about it, so just remember that. He's really upset. Trump is pretty crazy, and I know this is a unique take and no one's thought this before, but do you think he did this to distract us from the Epstein files? Because I have not thought about the Epstein files literally in a week until right now. And I just, I think I saw something about someone deciding something that like, they're just going to put it away. See, here's the thing. The things that we want to know are like that stuff. And then Trump's like, oh, you want to know? I'm like, no, I don't want to know about assassination stuff. I don't really want to know about death stuff. What does it say?
So this was on a vote on the 10th from Congress. It was 51 yeas, 49 nays to publicly release the Epstein files. And I don't think that wins. I think they need more.
What? It doesn't win. It has to be more than over 50%.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So required for majority, half.
Oh, God. So it was a tie. It was 50-50. 49-51.
Yeah, but I don't know if it like went through. I'm pretty sure. Like,
No, probably not.
I think they were like, nah.
I think they're just like, you know what? They're not ready for it. They're only 25 years old. This country. Wow. Well, hey, sorry I just reminded you of everything we've been freaking out about all week. Hey, good news is it's Thursday today. It's Thursday and Friday tomorrow. Oh, even better news. Guess what? I'm on tour and you guys know that. I'm going to be in Seattle next week, actually, or this week on Sunday. Seattle, Portland, San Francisco. I'm all over the West Coast, baby, next week. And then I'm going to Charlotte. And I am scared because that's where that girl got stabbed, but we're not going to think about it. And I'm never going to take a bus. And I'm going to wear a neck guard. And then Boston. Woo! Boston. My dad lives there. I used to live there. I used to be a Bostonian. Boston in October. And then eventually it's going to be Zany's Chicago in January. Those tickets aren't out yet. But then that same week, Zany's Nashville, those tickets are out yet. Oh, in DC, I'm going to be in DC too. This is the longest. Sorry, DC, November 12th. Sorry, long list. I'm going to eat a nerd, and I hope you guys have a really good day now that you've listened to the most positive podcast of all time. I wonder if we can release any of this. I'm scared, and keep an eye on me, you know? Okay, bye guys.
El Diablo Show. El Diablo.